Well, if you stayed awake for this one, the Cincinnati Bearcat offense likely put you to sleep. Cincinnati just barely gets over the 50-point mark, but loses to Arizona in blowout fashion towards the end, 77-51. Welcome into Chatterbox Bearcats. I'm your host, Nick Niehaus. Hudson Klauke joining me tonight. I think Eric Lilly's going to be hopping on the show here in a minute or so. There was some promise in this game. Cincinnati kept it close for the most part until the wheels absolutely fell off in the second half. There was a stretch that we will talk about in the second half where it was so ugly that I think it just ruined the rest of the game. And since he scored 27 points in the first half, 24 points in the second, obviously just a garbage three by Jordi Rodriguez towards the end just to even put us over the 50-point mark. So really just around 20 points in the whole second half. Hudson, that was just an awful showing from the offense tonight.
Yeah, that was one of the least enjoyable games, at least from the second half, that I've seen in a really, really long time. That offense was, and we've seen really bad offense all year. That's probably the worst that I've ever seen. We couldn't get good looks. We couldn't knock down open looks when we had them. We turned the ball over. I mean, it got really ugly. It was, I knew it was going to be a rock fight, and they showed a lot of fight in that first half. And I will say, the closest 26-point loss you'll see. There's no doubt about it, okay? We were down 6. Well, yeah, 6 at half. And then after that stretch, you teased it a little bit. It was what, an 8-point game?
Yeah.
10 minutes left or so, and then the wheels fell off.
Yeah, they certainly did. So that stretch that I'm talking about was when, in no particular order, Baba Miller decided to shoot a three. Then next up is Mustafa Cham. And then next up is Keyshawn Tillery. Of course, 3 guys you do not want shooting. And all 3 missed. And of course, Wes would never say anything to a player because why would you ever yell at a player? Who yells at players nowadays? Unreal.
You just had to – he has to tell them, like you had mentioned, if you're open for a reason, especially Baba Miller, especially Sincere Harris. Do not shoot a 3 under any circumstance, and I mean that. Even if there's 3 seconds left and we're down 3, I want you to just hold on to it. Just hold on, let the buzzer go. I do not want to see you guys shooting 3s at all. And Wes Miller clearly is not relaying that to the players. It just blows my mind. And we saw Baba get that flagrant when it was a 12-point game that turned into a 4-point swing with Arizona getting the ball. And he wasn't doing anything, he's just huddling around the guys. Like, that's the type of stuff that really irks me, is when you watch just idiotic, low IQ basketball and there's no accountability. We've been saying it all year.
We've been saying it for 5 years, Hudson. He has not yelled at a player in 5 years. And that is a clear, just get on your guy. Like, he just threw him to the ground. And, like, I don't know if you mentioned the score. It was a 12-point game. But Eric Lilly's joining. Eric, what are your thoughts just in general?
Arizona's good. Wow. Number 1. Number 2, like I kind of felt that coming at the end there. Like, it just felt they were so much more physical than us. Like, I saw someone saying we were playing soft, and I think they're just that much better than us. Like, I thought that was a severe talent gap, especially down low with Cham. I don't know if I mentioned it in the podcast this week, but like, this is a bad matchup for our bigs, and that's what happened. It was Pete, it was Krivas, it was Awaka, and when it wasn't one of them, it was the other one. And it just shows you how far away we are from like being elite, and it's a little scary.
Yeah, I don't think we played necessarily soft. Now, there was definitely some defensive rebounds that we should have had. Yeah. And Arizona just you would have given that up to UCF. But I thought for the most part they played pretty tough. Like you mentioned, they just got some freaking guys, man. Like Koa Pete is 6'8", 235.
Freshman.
Right? Freshman, 6'8", 235. And then Krivas, 7'2", 260. Hawaka, 6'8", 255. Like, these guys are men out there. And I'm not even talking about guys who go from the G League back to college. These are just college players.
Yeah, I mean, let's be clear, though. Arizona's a really good team, and we went through their schedule. I mean, they've beaten the likes of everybody. But you're also talking about a team that beat Arizona State by 7 at home. They beat UCF by 7 last week or whenever that game was. Like, this is not like some juggernaut that can't be beaten. Obviously, we're out-talented. But the way that we finish games, it's just unacceptable. I know Arizona, we're 13.5-point underdogs for a reason. But just with no semblance of an offense at all, like nothing. Yep. We had maybe 2 good shots the entire second half. That's unacceptable. Like, we got to figure that out. We just keep seeing it time and time again. I just can't get over it.
Yeah, I think Jizzle and Day had like a moment at the beginning of the game where they tried to take it to the rim, and after that moment, it never happened again. Like the team. I think in the last 5 years, like the most consistent theme I've seen with this Wes Miller teams is the moment something doesn't go right on offense, they default to the mid-range. They default to bad shots. And you can, like, we've done this for 5 years now. We can see it happening. Like, I tweeted it out that it was happening, and then it happened. And it's not me victory lapping. It's just like, when there's a moment of pressure in the second half, was panic. Like, oh, my first thing didn't go right. Drive to the rim, turn it over out of bounds. First thing didn't go right. Chuck up a stupid 3.
All right. You want to hear something?
It's sad.
You want to hear something just absolutely absurd? I'm going through our play-by-play, and I'm doing this show under the assumption that our listeners didn't watch just because it was a 9 p.m. tip and, playing the number 1 team in the country. I'm sure there's a lot of Bearcat fans out there that might have turned it off. I don't know. Maybe everybody did watch. Either way, I'm going through the play-by-play. With 15 minutes left in the second half, Jalen Celestine makes a 3. Our next field goal comes at 11:18. So about 4 minutes later, Shon Abaev makes a driving layup. That's a 4-minute difference. After that, our next field goal, I'm still scrolling. It's a long pause because I'm still scrolling. 6 minutes, and Jizzle had a wide open layup. Those were 3 field goals in a span of 9 minutes. 3 field goals. Just can't happen.
Yeah, and I don't know what the answer is, honestly. Obviously Arizona's bigs, like Lilly was mentioning, when we did get penetrated into the paint, we were trying to kick it out to non-shooters. What did we shoot? 4 of 21 from 3. And Jordy hit, a garbage time one at the end of the game. We just got a lot of non-shooters out there. I don't know. Like, the Buck Harris thing is something that is really confusing me, is just like watching basketball. He's a great defender. He brings energy, but the guy is like a net negative. He's below negative on, if that's even possible, on the offensive side. I mean, we'd be better off if he didn't dribble the ball at all. Just no dribbling, no shooting from Buck Harris. And then it gets dicey when you have Jizzle James, not a great three-point shooter, Buck Harris out there. We had Tillery out there at the same time, Chom, Baba, you mentioned it, guys that just can't shoot the ball. Like, I don't know what the answer is from like a cohesive offensive perspective that's going to help this thing.
Well, it's like last year. I mean, last year we talked about it in nausea where, you had 4 guys out there that don't threaten you whatsoever from the perimeter, with Dan Skillings, with Dylan Mitchell with his ease. And we're down like 12 points, still somewhat in it. And Buck's out there. And Shon Abaev, who actually hit a couple shots, is on the bench. It's like, why aren't you just playing your hot hand? He ended up 2 for 6. I think he took a couple late when it was over. But like, you're down 12 against Arizona. Put some shooters in.
Yeah, and for a moment there, it felt like it might be an Abaev game, right? Like during the shootout, it felt like it might be. This had the same feeling for a little, and I've seen quite a few people say that. I don't fully agree with it, but with how bad Sincere was tonight, it's like, just run Abaev out there, see what happens, because Sincere was was he the worst player on the floor tonight? I think he was, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Chom was not good. Not good at all. I thought that was Day-Day's worst game in years. So those are the three for me that they just were not up for this game at all.
Chom only got 17 minutes. Also, Jizzle got almost benched in the second half. He finally came in. He was like on
he was bad too.
10-minute break. The guards killed us. I mean, the guards and Chom killed us, and Sincere Harris
we had
killed
12.
us. Everybody killed us.
We had 12
that Karchenkov
points.
Guy was clamping.
Outside of Baba, we had 12 points from our starters, man. And that's Mustafa going 1 of 7, Jizzle going 2 of 7, Day-Day 1 of 8, and Sincere 0 of 4.
Wow.
It's about as ugly as it can possibly get, man. And part of our offense is we're initiating offense with Baba posting up at the 3-point line, and he's just backing guys down for 7 seconds and off kilter, just launching it at the backboard. That was literally our offense for 10 minutes of the game. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm about to break some news to our viewer, Emmett, who commented, time to start playing Lucas Atari. Emmett.
Is this our mysterious Brazilian caller?
This
is a running bit, I think.
Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him?
Running bit now. Every time we lose, it's where's that
be.
Lucas Atari guy?
We could have We could have used Atari. All right, let's get into the stats because Hudson kind of touched on it. Baba Miller, 14 points, 5 for 13 from the floor. Chom, 17 minutes, got in foul trouble, 5 points, 1 of 7 from the floor. Also, the worst miss of the year because Tillery somehow got a insane behind the back pass off right to him. All Chom has to do is lay it in or dunk it and decides to take a little bunny, and he misses it. Jizzle, 4 points, 2 of 7, 0 for 2 from 3. Chom, 0 for 2 from 3. Baba, 0 for 1 from 3. I didn't mention those because it's so gross. Day-Day, 0 for 3 from 3. 1 for 8 from the floor, 2 points. Sincere Harris, 1 point. I can't even get through this, guys. I can't even get through it. Sincere Harris, 1 point, 0 for 4 from the floor. Missed a 3-2. Jordy hit that 3. Keyshawn Tillery had a bucket. Shon Abaev, 13 points, 3 of 7. And then Jalen Celestine, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field. 2 insanely difficult shots that he hit. As a team, they shot 30% from the floor, 4 of 21 from 3, 19%. It's pretty terrible. The one thing they did well, they made their free throws, 13 of 14. Can you imagine if they didn't make their free throws?
You'd be in the 30s.
They'd have 30.
A couple threes, we lose by 40. I mean, we were pretty close.
Yeah. For Arizona, Krivas was their leading scorer with 17. Karchenkov, 14. Koapete, 13. Braden Burry's 12 and Jaden Bradley 8. But yeah, what did you see from Arizona? I mean, they are a good team.
The physical presence was alarming. And I don't know if that's because they were playing us, but it just stood out to me at all levels. The guards like Karchenkov, God, that guy made us look like fools. And then even like you mentioned Koapete's size, Burry's, he's a guard, right? Freshman guard. He looks like he's a freaking senior out there. He's thick. These guys are just bigger than us at every position, and they play big too. It's not like they're soft. But good news is Wes Miller just said, we know we can play with that team. We know we can beat that team. We have to learn from this in case we get them again. So for when we get to the Big 12 tournament in March, after we play our first round game against whatever double-digit seed it is, and then our second round game, then we can play Arizona and take them down.
He's already calling it for the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the rematch against Arizona.
The Arizona reporters are kind of laughing at it too. So that's
yeah. Well, I mean, he says that every game. Like, this is why we know we're a good team. It's like, well, what the hell, man? We're 10-9. We're 2-4 in the conference. The one thing that was really irritating, though, and I know Arizona, you're right, was so physical. Like, they are just grown men out there. But the defensive rebounding on the weak side, we have 3 guys going to block a shot. The amount of offensive boards, they had 18 offensive boards. It seems like it happens every game. We have 3 guys going up to block a shot, and then the weak side rebound is right there. The amount of tip-ins they had was astronomical. It's just like, philosophically, somebody's got to tell somebody, hey, we don't need 3 guys trying to block a shot. Put your ass on somebody on the defensive side, on the weak side boards. Can't be that hard.
Yeah.
I think that's a sign of like kind of realizing you're going to lose. Like, I think Aziz really started doing that down the stretch last year, just chasing every block, trying to make the play. And God, I'm sick of people getting free layups on us because you're hunting a block you're not going to get. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, Chom has whiffed on some recently. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been hunting a little lately. I think it's because he doesn't have many blocks and he knows he's a good shot blocker, but you know, the goal is to not give up points. That's what the goal is.
Yeah. So me and Hudson went live during the whole game. And the thing about the stream is that we just continue to stream. So I have no idea how long we've gone in the show. I need to like bookmark that. Is it time for voicemails? We have a couple. Should we just get to that or do we need to keep talking?
I got one other thing before we jump to voicemails. TD Sports mentioned it in the chat about Kirk Kriisa. What was going on with that, Lily? We got any inside info? Why did Kirk Kriisa play for a singular minute and then didn't play the rest of the game?
I said in a chat, I said, this is actually pretty cool that Tillery's getting these minutes down the stretch because he's played well instead of Kriisa. And then someone pointed out that maybe Kriisa just is not ready to play, but we let him play because it's his former team. But then my counter to that would be like, in the first half, like you're going to do that when the game is still in jeopardy?
Maybe Wes thought we were going to keep it close the whole time.
He put
that's
6
what I'm going to
bench
talk
guys
about, though, real quick
in the first half. Played 11 guys.
I mean, Zella came in and I kind of was like, okay, yeah, that's where we're heading here.
Go ahead, Lily.
But Tillery is who I want to talk about. I think, like, for him to – I just think it's really impressive for a true freshman guard, point guard, the hardest position to play, right? To not really get implemented properly in the out-of-conference, in my opinion. I don't think he played enough. I think Kriisa was getting those minutes. You know, other guys are getting those minutes. And to force your way onto the court against Iowa State and Arizona, I think that deserves some praise. I love how he plays. Obviously, he's a freshman, but Chom, dunk the ball, man. That was a sick play. I mean, and Tillery did more than that, too. And he had 2 points and 2 assists, guys. Like, I'm not 2 rebounds and a steal. This is kind of the McKinley thing we talk about. Like, McKinley, you know, he was fine tonight. He had 0 points, 4 rebounds. I just think both of those players are showing promise, and I think it'd be cool if they stay here. We'll see.
Does it even matter anymore?
Not really.
With freshmen, no. And like it's like, all right, they're gonna just hit the portal. Like Wes Miller might be gone. No, but Tillery, kudos to him because I mean that's a tough environment to play. He looked the part. He's got some burst. He can get to the paint.
Crazy
He's just
burst.
so undersized. He's just so undersized, and it's like he can't really finish at the rim. Sure as hell can't do it against Arizona, but I thought he looked good.
Yeah, this has definitely been said before, but number one job for the incoming coach in a few months is retain McKinley.
Yep.
Like I feel like everybody sees that. Everybody sees that he's going to be a guy down the years, right? Like maybe not next year as a sophomore, but junior, senior year, like I think this guy's going to be really good. Maybe even starter level, but if not, big minutes, right? So that's number one. Tillery probably as well, but I would say McKinley first.
Yeah, Tillery, you don't have that like location connection. You've just got, you know, he's a Wes Miller guy, so it's not. I mean, let's be honest, he's probably not going to stay.
No. No.
McKinley, though, would it shock you if he's our backup center next year and we're good? Like, I just think he can do that. But 2 years from now, sure, definitely, right?
Well, we just need a good coach. That sounds bad.
It's important.
That sounded bad.
Yeah,
but like you watch St. Louis, and it's like any of those guys.
Just a random team that you just threw out there.
Picked them out of a hat.
No relevance whatsoever. But you watch a team like SLU, and you're like, none of these guys. Well, okay, you don't. I mean, now I don't want to get into actual specifics.
Be careful because we might be in some of those guys.
Yes, but like, it's like I'm taking my Big 12 roster over that roster. But it's like they would probably beat us, like so. Yes. When you say if somebody might hear, oh, McKinley is our backup, that's dangerous as a sophomore. But it's like under the right regime, we could probably be fine. Yeah, that was funny. Do we get to voicemails?
I'm ready for him. It's a late night. I just tortured myself for 3 hours.
We've been on for
game.
2.5. Let's get it going.
Out.
Alrighty, Smash from Cleveland. Still need 10 more wins to get to my 12. Not particularly mad about that. A few takeaways, though, on a national level and a Bearcats level. At the end of the day, it's easy to blame Wes for, everything that's happened. And I'm not a Wes guy. He should be fired. But it ain't his fault that Jalen Celestine's taking a step back 2 that isn't his game at all, and Baba Miller's taking 3s with 20 seconds left on a shot clock. Second of all, in regards to Arizona, Michigan is by far better than Arizona. I don't even think it's close. And third of all, the refs in this game were an embarrassment on the Big 12, and they were absolutely pathetic. I do not even understand how they were so bad. It's ridiculous. All right, got to win on Saturday, must win. 10 more to go.
So that was Max from Cleveland, who has become our number one caller into the show with the take that we'll have 12 wins in Big 12 play. I would argue that it is his fault that Celestine took that step back late in the game. And I would argue that it is his fault that Baba did the same in that game. That is Wes Miller's fault. As far, that's all I have to say about that. The refs did kill any momentum that Cincy would have had to start the second half. The start of the second half was a joke when it came to the officiating.
It was all that Day Thomas, that Day Thomas 3. That's what it was. His foot was not on the line. That changed everything. Okay, he should have had a 3 there. It should have been a 4-point game. But yeah, I mean the shot selection. Yeah, you put that on the coach because he's the one that's putting the roster together first off, and he's implementing who plays, the rotations. He's not subbing guys out like we mentioned. There's no accountability. Baba shoots a 3. He needs to tell him he can't shoot 3s at all. It just needs to be said. I don't know how many times we could talk about it, but it's the guy can't shoot at all. It's a turnover when he shoots it from 3. Same with Buck Harris, 100%. Chom, wide open, I might allow it, but in that moment, absolutely not. What was his third point?
Michigan's better than Arizona by far.
Oh, I don't know about that at all. I totally disagree with that statement.
I mean, Michigan lost.
Arizona hasn't lost. Yeah.
We beat Michigan.
I will say this. Arizona and Michigan would be a hell of a national championship just based on how the teams are built and just seeing. I'm in for that. Mostly because it means that, Duke isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be rooting for Arizona in that scenario. I think, yes, it is Wes's fault that people shoot those shots. That's been a consistent theme in the first year or 2 or 3. I praised it because it was cool. I still had that Mick looming over me as people were afraid to shoot. But we need a middle ground here. It cannot be shoot no matter what, and there's no ramifications. And that's what it is. So I think it is Wes's fault. And I forget what was the first part I missed?
I don't know.
Yeah.
3-parter for Max. Hey, I'll say this though. I think Niehaus. Is that Niehaus? Is that what do you say every time before you talk on the live stream?
Now here, what did I say?
Or do you say I'll tell you what?
Now here's this.
Either way. Hey, now here's this. We split Iowa State and Arizona. We split.
Yeah.
That's a miracle, guys. Truly a miracle. So why not?
Yeah.
Here's number 2 and number 1 team in the country.
Here's the thing. That's what I always say. Here's the thing. We split them. I agree. All right, next voicemail.
Yes, Daniel from Cincinnati. I've never seen a team that can collectively shoot this horrific. I mean, you're not going to win many games with Jizzle and Day going for 6 points. The shot doctor just got to go. I just don't understand what they do at practice. And it's just abysmal. Thanks, guys. Love what you're doing.
So I love the take. Don't fire Wes, the shot doctor. He's get him out of here. Get the shot doctor out of here.
I mean, truly though, does he still call himself the shot doctor? Because there's no way you could do that. If you shoot 280th in the country, you're like, yeah, I'm still the shot doctor. It's like, take off your medical license. You are not qualified to teach anybody how to shoot the basketball.
I think like there's a revocal. That's not even a word. Like they're going to revoke his license after this. Yeah. Okay, hold up. Little tangent here. So like when you call the voicemail, it's me saying thanks for calling, say your name, where you're from, leave a comment. When I'm saying like say where you're from, I'm talking like neighborhoods. Like, you know.
We want to hear what high school you went to, guys.
Yeah, I mean like because there's a lot of from Cincinnati, except Max from Cleveland. That changes it up. But like there's a lot of from Cincy. I'm talking like
Delhi, Madeira.
Like
yeah.
Because that gives us a little context.
Yeah. And I'm Eric from Milford here, and I'm here to tell you that we are shooting 30.2% from 3, 327th in the country, 65.7% from the line, 349th in the country. And I just want to apologize because I spent the offseason talking about how this would be Wes's best offense. And it's honestly one of the worst offenses I've ever seen. So, Eric from Milford.
Eric.
That's me coming clean there.
Eric, you do not have to apologize. I think you just have to sign the form and you're in on the class action lawsuit. That is the Wes Miller delusion. Like we all have gone through it. We've all gone through it. We all think it every year. We haven't said it on the show in a while, but I was hugging my dad last year in game 2 against Arkansas Pine Bluff, crying, we have shooters. We got 4 guys who can shoot the ball. It's been forever. And we sucked. Same thing from here.
Shout out Daniel Jacobs in the comments for stopping in and getting some za and talking some UC hoops.
Love it. All right. Anything else before we go? This was probably 30. I can't tell how long this has been. So I don't know if we're undercutting it, overdoing it. It's hard to tell now. I need to know.
I think it was like 30. And you guys said what? 6-2 was the number on the midweek show that we had to go to stay alive.
Yeah.
In Lenardi's bunker. So what? You beat Arizona State. What is that? Is that Saturday?
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Oh,
we doing it again? We doing
10 o'clock?
Run it back.
Dude, I mean, I'll get paid 6 figures for this. This is torture.
I think that'll be more fun because I'll have a couple pops.
Because we might win.
Well, that too. And I'll have a couple pops on the show since, a little Saturday night, 10 o'clock. Like it's gonna be a late
We should turn it into a drinking game to see if we can really get the people going.
That would do numbers.
Every missed 3. Actually, we got to think about this.
Missed 3.
We can't
blackout drunk by 5 minutes into the game. I mean, if we drank a shot for every good shot attempt that we took in the second half, I mean, I'd be just as sober as I am now. Like we didn't have a single one, man. Let's do that. Let's do a drinking game. Arizona State, they're a party school. That makes sense.
Let's get in
Maybe
the lab
I'll-
and come up with some rules here.
Maybe I'll end up as drunk as that one show that I'll just I'm not gonna name which one it was, but if you're a day oneer, you know. All right. That's it. Shout out Martino's, presenting sponsor. Thank you to Martino's. We're there, before games, after games, getting beers, getting food, pizza, stromboli. They got everything for you. It is packed. It is. They have a great crowd. Every TV on. Don't have to have Hudson man the remote. So thank you to Martinez for being our presenting sponsor. Cincinnati loses on the road 77-51 in a game that, the score kind of, let's be real, it wasn't close, about 10 minutes to go, but up till that, it wasn't a blowout like it ended up being. Thanks for everybody watching. I'll see you next time.